What's going on, everybody? This is Mr. Woodsmoke coming to another video, and today the video is going to be kind of a piggyback off of a previous video that I just did, talking about Ricky Smiley and his situation. But this kind of led me to kind of do a spin-off on a lot of topics that I touched on that I wanted to make mention to. The topic that I wanted to talk about was how the group Black Lives Matter wants to annihilate the black father in the homes. And this goes to the core of what Black Lives Matter, the movement, is about. Now, first of all, I want you to, anyone who's listening, I want you to pause this video and go to Black Lives Matter website and look at their mission statement, just so you can see that we're on the same page and I'm not lying, I'm not making this up because I have some type of biases or anything like that. So pause the video, go to see what Black Lives Matter mission statement is, and come back, then we can talk. So what I mean by Black Lives Matter don't want to have black fathers in the home, it goes to their core, and it also goes to, it also aligns up with their co-founders' mission. If you look at the co-founders of Black Lives Matter, you'll see that there's a common denominator in pretty much all of their lifestyles. Their lifestyles of the co-founders, regional co-founders, whether it be in the continental U.S. or abroad, they have one common denominator, and that's they are a part of the Lgbt community. They're lesbians, pansexuals, bisexuals, lesbians, trans, and they're all are in these positions of power, and they're all are linked to the founder, which is George Soros. So if you look at there's a reason why that's like that. That's not set up by accident. It's not like it's just so happened that it's like that. And the thing of it is that you have to realize there is a deeper structure alignment involved in all of that. And what it is that if you take away the foundation of a home, whether it be black or white, but let's just say black because I'm black, so we're going to speak for the black person in this situation. I'll give you an example. If you have a chair with 4 legs, that chair is going to be a solid foundation. It's going to be a great foundation. You can sit on it. You can put all your weight on it. You can stand on it. You can pretty much do anything you want to that chair, and it'll support you. It's a perfect support system. No matter how much is pressing down on it, you can put a 400-pound man on a little, 5-pound chair. You can put like a 400-pound man on and it will support that 500 man. Even though it might creak and it might bend, it's going to support that 500-pound man. And that man, philosophically, metaphorically, is the black family. No matter what type of issues, problems come along, you put pressure on it, it's going to withstand the pressure. It might creak, it might bend, it might even pop, but it's going to be there. It's not going anywhere. That's the same way when you have a father and mother in a home. That's like the nucleus of a foundation. That is the backbone, the foundation of any home. It's even in the Bible where it talks about a family structure. Even though, of course, Black Lives Matter does not even go nowhere near the Bible or church or anything of that nature. But we all know, a little bit of common sense, we all know that a foundation is what you need to make a strong family. Not saying you're not going to have issues and problems, but it's the foundation of a family. So if you look at Black Lives, I'm sorry, I said lives, I meant lies. If you look at Black Lives Matter mission statement, they say that they want to take down the patriarchal structure in the nuclear family. Why would you want to do that? Why would you want to take down something that's basically the main support beam in the family structure? That's like going to a building, got this big, tall, high-rise building, but you're going to take the main beam, the main structure beam out of that foundation of it. Eventually that building is going to fall. And that's what happens when you take out the black man in the homes. It's no different than how the government set it up where welfare, you can get welfare, young lady, but what can't you have in the home when you get welfare? You cannot have the man in the home when you're receiving welfare. And we know what that caused. We know what that caused. That caused the degradation and the downfall of a lot of blacks in the society. Now we got all kind of chaos in the black community. That's one of them. It's amazing how back in the civil rights days, you didn't see black on black crime like this. You didn't see that. We had crime, we did, but the mass genocide that you see now was something unheard of. Because we handled things, first of all, we had more of a structure in our home. You had more black entrepreneurs, more black inventors, more black doctors. You had all of that back then. We had Black Wall Street back then. Black Wall Street consisted of nothing but black families putting their money together, coming together, and building something. That's what happens when you have structure. So these Black Lives Matter, they don't want that. They want the LGBT lifestyle to basically be the new norm of the black family. And honestly, that'll never, you can implement it all day, but that'll never be a true structure. It'll never be a true structure. That's like me having a chair, again, going back to the chair, having 4 wooden legs, and I take out one of the wooden legs, and in place of that wooden leg, I put a styrofoam leg in there. Meaning, take out the man in a relationship, and then put in place of a man, you put 2 women in there, and try to raise a nuclear family. Well, you might have some support for a little bit, but when it comes for a man to be a man and a man to raise a child, a woman cannot take the place of a man raising a boy. You just can't have vice. If it was a man taking the place of a woman, well, you got 2 women or you got 2 men. A man cannot raise a little girl. He can pretty much, do what he can do. I'm not saying that, he can kind of do what he can do, but at the end of the day, there's something that only a woman knows that other women know. I'm a man, and I'm gonna tell you right now, there's no way I can probably raise a little girl, but at the end of the day, I'm gonna have to get some type of woman over there, or I'm gonna have to ask some type of woman to get some type of knowledge of what a woman goes through. And you know what? I still won't get it right. So when you start trying to substitute something that was meant to be, it's like these vegans out here. Oh, well, I'm a vegan. and everything like that, and I'm gonna do the vegan. Well, you know what vegans do? One thing a vegan always says, oh, I gotta take supplements. Because they know the food that they're getting is not enough. You need to still have supplements. It's not sufficient. Same thing was going on with this whole take the patriarchy out of the family. It will never flourish. Never. And that's not the way God wanted it. Oh, well, I don't believe in God. I'm an atheist. Okay. You can be atheist all you want to. That doesn't change the facts. Doesn't change the laws of nature. You see what I'm saying? You can, oh, I don't believe in God. Oh, that's fine. Not going to change the facts. Not going to change the foundation of it. So, and it just kills me that that's one of the many things that bothers me about this whole movement. If you ever notice that when these guys are protesting and all of this stuff, Black Lives Matter, you know what you always notice when they're protesting? They have their flags, the BLM flags, burn, loot, and murder flags, always intertwined with the gay flag or the trans flag. Why is that? Everywhere you go when you see Black Lives Matter, there's always a trans or a homosexual flag, always, and sometimes they're even actually on the same flag. Why is that? And the thing, and number two is, how come you never hear about Black Lives Matter talking about building the black family? I hear him talking about burning down stuff. We're gonna burn this B down. We're gonna burn the government down. White supremacy this, white supremacy that. Well, man, when y'all gonna start talking about building up the black family? I mean, burning down? Y'all done burned down. You done burned down, you done looted? Okay, all right, you done burned down, you done looted? Okay, you got that out of the way. Check that out of the box. You done killed Black Lives Matter protesters, done killed other black people. Just look in the news. Check that off the box. You done killed other black people. Check that off. Okay, so now what you got left? Okay, you want to defund police stations and have chaos have chaos in your neighborhoods? Check it out the box. You got that. Look at Atlanta. That's just one. Look at Atlanta and Seattle. Okay, so you got that checked off. You got all kind of streets and stuff with the Black Lives Matter. You got people drinking the Kool-Aid for that. Check that off the box. Now, when you gonna focus on the black families, building the black families together? Oh, okay. That's not on your agenda. You want to promote trans lives. Oh, okay. Everything's about trans lives now. Trans this, trans that. Okay, trans. Wow. So, to me, any black person that has the mitigated gall to support something that doesn't support the black family structure is basically you're going against the grain of your own people. And let me tell you this. If you care so much about black lives, how do black people get here? Yeah. How do black people get here? Okay. The stork. Does the stork drop us off? No. The stork doesn't drop us off. Do we magically appear out of the sky? No. We don't magically appear out of the sky. Do we evolve from monkeys when you get here? No. Well, only other explanation I know how a black family get here is by a man and a woman procreating. That's how you populate the black community. That's how you never die off, right? So if you cared about black lives so much and you're always talking about that we're the minority, what's the best way to populate and become the majority? What's the best way to populate a majority? Promote the family structure between a black man and a black woman. Simple to me, right? And before I get out of here, there's this one little thing that I want to say about Black Lives Matter. If you cared so much about black lives, if you just cared so much about black lives, then instead of protesting churches, burning down churches, burning down your own beauty shops, burning down your own businesses, and don't even try to pay them back or give them money from all the billions that are being donated to you. What about protesting them abortion clinics? Why not do that? Because the thing of it is that you've got, just in New York alone, there was like, I think in 1 month, there were like 20,000 abortions. 1 month in New York. Look it up. Don't take my word for it. Look it up. Because I could be lying. Never take my word for anything I'm saying. Everything I'm saying, look it up. Because I could be lying to you. Why aren't you protesting abortions? Huh? Why aren't you protesting them thousands and thousands and thousands of black babies being chopped up and cut up and harvested? Chopped up and cut up and harvested. Yeah, won't you protest that? Because that's the destruction of man. That's the destruction of the black people, the black race. Oh, you don't care about that. You don't care about them. You don't care about those black lives. But let a trans man sit up here and try to seduce a straight person or something like that and end up getting killed because the man, I think it was the other day, this dude, last name was Perez. I think this happened in Chicago or something. There was a straight guy, he like in his 20s. He met this chick at a bar. He thought he thought she was a chick, whatever. End up getting with her, whatever like that. I guess she was post-surgery. I don't know all them details. But he ended up having a relationship with her. And he wanted kids and all this stuff. And he even offered to meet his mom. He even offered for the woman to meet his mom. He thought that she was he offered to meet his mom. And then come to find out, after all that time, the dude, the trans person, told him that he was a man. And the dude lost it. Came back, shot up the woman, shot up the man, and killed the trans person. Deceit. That's deceit. This man clearly lost it. Now, the Black Lives Matter. Oh, y'all killing us. Oh, so we killing y'all. So how in the world is that dude not responsible is responsible? This dude clearly deceived someone, and this man clearly lost it. And I'm sure a lot of men will probably lose it in that situation. You see what I'm saying? And a lot of trans people get killed that way. A lot of them. Because they be deceiving these people, making them telling them that they real women. And they ain't no real woman. And then they end up doing and end up losing their stuff. You don't know what that does to a man. You know what I'm saying? Oh, well, trans lives. If you want to protest for innocence, go down there to that abortion clinic. They innocent. Them kids, them little babies ain't deceived nobody. All right? They ain't broke no laws. They ain't done to nobody. Protest that innocence. But of course you won't, because that's not your mission statement. Please like, subscribe, and share, guys. Thank you.